Good afternoon. Welcome to this episode of Tres Amigos. Today, we are talking about a big problem. We have a huge problem. It's a good problem. And what the problem is we have now gone on 6 backpacking trips together, and we've gone on a couple of other just hiking adventures. But the big problem is our equipment is out of date. It's too big. See, too big of a problem. So we were talking about it, and we've got a couple areas that we'd like to improve. When we bought our equipment, when we bought what we carry with us, I was shopping for 3 people, so 3 of everything: 3 mattresses, 3 sleeping bags, 3 cook kits. We never bought 3 backpacks. We borrowed one, I think, and very shortly thereafter, Monkey Man got his own backpack. So we never bought 3 of those. But my point is, buying 3 of everything gets very expensive very quick. And plus, I didn't know if I was the only one that was going to be interested in it, if everybody was going to be interested in it, or if any of us would stay. Fortunately, Monkey Man, high five. Yep. We've done, like I said, 6 trips together, spread over. This is our 3rd backpacking season. So I'd say we're in it to win it. The biggest problems that we've had are, the biggest, I guess, the easiest to weight to shed. Our backpacks are pretty full of, this last one, we did the Sycamore Trail, and it was a cold night, so we needed coats, and those took up a lot of space. Our sleeping bags were 20-degree bags, and there's just not a whole lot better I think we could do with that. And then the item that we're really going to talk about today is the cook kits. Our cook kits are big, they're bulky, and I think that's going to be our next move to lighten the load. What we've got here is this one is the one that Monkey Man's been carrying. Probably you could say it's bigger than it needs to be by a long shot. It's certainly heavier than it needs to be. Our scale broke, so this is kind of your Walmart special cook kit. It's made out of aluminum, and it is like I said, the scale is broke. So the advertised weight for this is 1,000 grams, which I think comes to I think I saw 2.2 pounds. Now he's not carrying everything that goes into the kit. He's not carrying the cups. There's some cups, a cup or maybe even 2 cups, and some silverware like spoon, fork, knife. He's not carrying all that, but I can tell you this is heavy. So we're talking about getting rid of that, and this is what I carry. It's the Camp Chef Striker. It's also about 1 pound, and I carry it and justify it because it boils water so fast, and that's how I justified it in my mind getting it. It's really cool. I mean, you can have a cup of coffee pretty quick, which leads me to my second point. This is 1.5 pounds and it takes up this space. And I've got a 16-ounce cup you've seen in some of my videos, my camp cup with the stickers on it. So really my cook kit is this plus, that cup there. So today, like I said, I've narrowed down 3 things, 2 or 3 things that I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade our coats. We're not going to do that right away because I don't think we're going to be going camping when it's cold again. But this we're going to have to carry no matter what. And so, like I said, the main reason I bought something like this, that's 1 pound, 1.5 pounds, is because it boils water so effortlessly and so fast. But to prove that theory, or to kind of do a comparison, I got Mark over at DMS Adventures. He's going to give me a video either later today or tomorrow, I hope. And he's going to tell you what he carries, and he's going to boil a cup of water and share his results. So right now, what I'm going to do is take this, I'm going to boil a cup of water, and share my results with that as well. And yeah, we'll see if this thing really does that much better of a job to justify it, or if we're going to confirm what I'm pretty sure is going to happen anyways, and upgrade this system. Anyways, we'll be back with you here in just a second. I'm going to go fill this thing up with water and get a hold of a timer real quick, and we'll be back. All right, you ready to get going back with this? All right, so as I said, this is 1 cup of water, just, you know, tap water, whatever temperature that might be. Mark is also going to do the same. And the house is 70 degrees. I'm trying to eliminate as many of the variables as possible, so we get a good test as to who goes, or what system goes faster and by how much. Now, I will say this too. This is one aspect of this system that I've never really liked. You see how I'm struggling to get this thing on right and locked down? When it gets hot and while you're cooking with it, it gets hard to actually separate it. And sometimes you think you've got it locked down good and you don't, and you're pouring, canister falls off. It's an absolute nightmare. It's an absolute mess, and that's one of the reasons why it'd be nice to go ahead and get rid of, you know, go ahead and change the system out. On your mark, get set. We're going to put the lid on because that's how we cook it.
Whoa. Look how cool. I like the blue fire. The fire looks blue.
The fire looks blue? That means that it's really hot.
Yep.
Okay, so we've already got some, it's already bubbling, which is crazy. We're 37, 38 seconds in. There's 40 seconds. We're going to do it to a rolling boil. So that's how you want to cook these meals. Steam, we're getting there. There's 1 minute already.
Warm.
Getting warm.
You definitely don't want to touch it.
It took us about a minute to get to a point where if I was making a cup of coffee, that'd be done. Minute 30. I guess we're at a minute 40 actually. Alright, minute 3. Rolling boil.
Womp, 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 womp.
That's gonna actually be pretty hard to beat. What do you think?
Yeah.
I bet you Mark gets back to us and it's probably about the same with that
Probably.
cup.
Yeah, probably.
But regardless, minute 53. To I guess recap the results. For me to cook a meal, it'd take a minute 53 with this. With this system in place, for us to do, you know, a hot beverage in camp, hot chocolate for Monkey Man, coffee for me, we are both carrying this and this. 2 pounds, excuse me. Yeah, basically 2 pounds, pound and a half, minute 53. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Mark comes back with.
Hello, Rugged Mountain Dad and Rugged Mountain Mister from DMS Adventures here in collaboration with the Adventures of Trey Amigos to bring you a cook kit comparison video. We're going to show you our cook kit, go over some specs, and then finally do a 1 cup boil test. And here is our cook kit. We keep this in a mesh bag just to keep everything together. The 2 main components of the cook kit are the pot and the stove. Our pot here is a 500 milliliter GSI Outdoors pot. Comes in at 2.7 ounces. And the stove is the very popular BRS 3000 stove, coming in at just 0.8 ounces. So putting the two together, we've got 3.5 ounces. Our entire cook kit together, everything in the mesh bag, comes to 13 ounces total. And that total weight of 13 ounces includes the bag to put it in, the pot itself, a lid, rubber band to keep everything together, a partially full canister of fuel, collapsible cup, the BRS 3000 stove and its bag, a hydratable towel, and a lighter. Well, that's our cook kit. Now we're gonna take it and see how long it takes to boil 8 ounces of room temperature water at room temperature. Let's get the BRS 3000 hooked up to the fuel canister. Then get our 8 ounces of water poured in with some super smooth slow-mo. We are ready to go here. We've got the timer set up. We've got Mouthy Polly back there looking over to make sure everything is safe.
Can you back me up a few feet? I don't want to get blown to bits.
We'll fire up the BRS stove here. One thing to note about this stove is it does not have a piezo igniter, so you do need a lighter to get things going. Okay, ready and hit it. And what we're looking for is a roiling boil. We are at a little over a minute and a half. Again, 8 ounces of water, and it looks like we're getting there. And I'd call that a roiling boil. About 1 minute and 45 seconds. Well, there you have it for the DMS Adventures Cook Kit, the GSI 500 milliliter pot, the BRS 3000 stove coming in at 3.5 ounces, took about 1 minute and 45 seconds to boil 8 ounces of water. Now we'll kick it over to the adventures of Tres Amigos.
Hey, thanks, DMS.
Yeah, thanks.
And once again, I'm always impressed by DMS videos. The quality is spot on, and that review was exactly what we needed. With that bit of information, those pots were a fraction of the weight, and they beat this by about, we'll call it solid 8, if not 10 seconds. So I'm sure this thing has a place with my gear. It's not going to be in my bag, though. How long until your mom gets home?
I figure like a few hours.
Okay, we got plenty of time to clean that up. The next system that I've thought about, or that I've given a lot of thought to, we are going to probably get like a titanium pot. There's Tokes, and then there's some off brands that are maybe a little bit affordable, or a little bit more affordable. And I'm going to go with like somewhere in the 600, 750 milliliter for myself, because I do like a tall cup of coffee in the morning. Might get him something a little bit smaller. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But do you have anything you'd like to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess until next time.
Adios,
Adios, amigos.